All right, so how many of you have been fat before in your life? How many of you have ever struggled with your weight? Well, this used to be me. Back when I was in elementary school, I used to be a pretty chubby kid. It's like, yes, I would go out and I would play sports, I would play basketball, baseball. I mean, my friends were outside, we'd chop down trees, we would build stink bombs, and we'd build really advanced slingshots that shattered my parents' front door. So I was a really, really active kid, but I just ate a lot of junk food. It's like the calories I was pulling in was really high, really low quality, and so even though I was pouring out calories constantly, I was taking in too much. I was eating hot dogs, chips, white pasta, a lot of pop, and just a lot of stuff that's just really bad for you. And this went throughout most of my life up until I got into high school. And it just really had an effect on me. I couldn't sleep very well, I couldn't concentrate very well, I had a really bad stutter. It's like, I just couldn't get a lot of stuff done. It's like, I just didn't have a whole lot of passion at all. It's like, even when I should obviously be happy and smiling for a photograph, I was still just completely dull, eyes were closed, just not with it at all. So I don't want to live my life like this, so I decided to eat a little bit healthier. I cut down on the pop a little bit. I cut down on the calories a little bit. And this certainly made a little bit of improvement, and I started feeling better towards the end of high school. You can notice my face is a little bit more alive right here. But it still wasn't quite enough. So when I got to college, I decided, you know what, I really need a fresh start. Yeah, because it's a picture of my sister, actually. She came in front of me showing this. Yeah, but yeah, even though I had tried some changes in high school, it still wasn't quite right. So when I got to college, I thought this over and I asked myself, who do I want to be? What kind of life do I want to live? And I thought, you know what? The kind of person I want to be is someone who's healthy and driven and passionate about the things they want to do in life. So I decided to become a student of what it means to live and have a healthy life. So I looked at health articles, looked at exercises, and I had a bunch of other random stuff, and I found, you know what, the more that I ate healthy, the more that I exercised, the more vibrant that I felt, the more alive that I was, the better sleep that I got, just all these issues that I mentioned, this kept on improving, and it was crazy. And I decided then and there that I would be a continuous student of what it means to live a healthy life. And I want to share with you guys just two of the foods that I come across that just blew my mind away when I came across them. The first is spinach. Now, a lot of people don't like spinach. I used to hate spinach. But when you actually look into it, this is one of the best foods on the entire planet for you. Specifically, the beta-carotene, lutein, xanthine, and zeaxanthin, sorry if I butchered the pronunciation, it really helps with eyesight. And I can say, yes, I noticed an improvement when I started eating a lot more spinach. The colors just seemed more vibrant. Everything seemed a little bit sharper. And it was just absolutely an amazing transformation. The CoQ10, it helps with cardiovascular health and also with general muscle tone. You may not have noticed from the photos when I was in high school because of the tuxedo, but I used to be an incredibly skinny kid. It's like I would be just as high, just as tall, but weigh about, weigh a good 40 to 50 pounds lighter. So I was just skin and bones. When I started eating more spinach, exercising more, I started to put on a little bit of muscle mass. The lutein that helps to clear your arteries. With strong bones and magnesium, copper, zinc, and phosphorus. It helps your bones grow stronger, it helps your break seal faster, it can help prevent a hip fracture when you're older. I mean, this stuff is just absolutely incredible, and the latest research has been showing this stuff is even very powerful against cancer. And this is not even a full list. The next one is fish oil. Now, a lot of supplements get very bad rap, and there were some claims made fish oil that are just ridiculous. So I'm going to stick with what research has clearly shown. So, for example, the University of South Australia, they did a massive study, well, not a massive study, but a decently sized study, where they studied ADHD in children and whether or not fish oil actually improved their condition. Well, not only did it dramatically improve their condition, but when the study was over, they felt it was ethical imperative that they gave the fish oil to the children in the control group just to give them the same benefit, and they noticed the same improvements in concentration and attention. It was a remarkable improvement. Also, the Journal of Lipid Research even shows that it can help slow down the progression of AIDS. Now, this I was truly shocked by because I thought, well, fish oil, that's a fatty acid used by the brain. It makes sense to help with cognitive skills, of course, but the immune system, there's a lot of research out there that shows it actually does improve the immune system. It helps to slow down the progression of AIDS. The University of Maryland Medical Center, Fish oil also reduces inflammation. Now, the exact mechanism on this is still a little bit lost, but study after study after study have shown that people that regularly consume fish oil have lower blood pressure, lower inflation, and it leads to a whole host of health benefits like lower rates of heart attack, stroke, neurological diseases, and so forth, which leads to Alzheimer's disease. UCLA has done a number of studies where they found that people that are diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it slows the progression of the disease, and people that are at risk of Alzheimer's, it dramatically delays how long they get it, and even some people even don't get it at all. Now what does this all mean? When I took all this information that I learned and applied it to my own life, I felt so much better, so much more alive, awake, and just with life, and I absolutely just loved it. Now, what does this mean for you guys? Now, the way I see it, you've got three choices. Option number one, you can either eat a more normal diet that's filled with lots of crap and a whole bunch of other stuff that's not exactly best for you, or you can have option number two, where you eat just a little bit healthier, or include some fruits and veggies, and just, just a little bit healthier, and you'll probably have a healthy life into your 60s or so, only 10 years better than the previous option. But if you go with option three, live a very healthy life, have a diet based on fruits and vegetables, appropriate supplements, have lots of exercise. You can easily have a healthy life into your 80s and 90s. Now, what do? The choice is yours, guys. Now, I mentioned I had a stutter back when I was a little kid. It used to be an almost debilitating stutter. I could not speak publicly at all. When trying to talk to someone specifically, I'd be like, I just couldn't get the words out. Even train myself just to be silent so I wouldn't stutter like that and embarrass myself. But when I started eating healthy, things started to improve. I could actually give a speech in the school chapel and actually not completely flake out over it. I could actually talk to people one-on-one. I actually got married, testament to be able to talk to people a lot more. It's like the benefits that I noticed were absolutely incredible. So you guys can take control of your life as well. You can choose to be the best person that you can be, and you can decide today.